You know, there's a reason why a lot of successful people say that waking up early is beneficial. It can get you started amongst the rest of the world who are just laying in their bed asleep. In this video, I want to talk to you about my morning routine and why I think it's so beneficial and why I know that waking up early helps you crush the day. If you're not a morning person, you need to become one. And I'll give you a list of reasons why. So stay to the end. That way you make sure that you get the best out of your morning. So Tim Ferriss is a author and he wrote the pretty famous book. If you haven't heard about it, it's called The 4 Hour Work Week. And he always says, if you win the morning, you win the day. So if you win the day every single week, every single month, every single year, imagine how much further you will be amongst your competition. But again, there is no competition. It's really just you versus you and how creative you can be. But talking more about the morning routine, like I've always been a morning person, right? And I think that really stems from me being a young child and seeing my grandfather, who was a hustler. Like I'm talking about, this dude was working until he was probably 80 years old. Not that he had to, it was more about a passion that he had. It was something that drove him. But for me, seeing that, watching my mom get up early, watching my dad get up early, and just watching that older generation get up early, it really installed in me that there's a lot of benefits. But when I started to wake up early a lot in my later years, I realized like, yo, I'm getting a large edge on my day. I'm getting so much done in the mornings that I just didn't really have much to do in the evenings or even at night. So it really was about me being able to, do the hobbies or do the things that I really enjoy because I got the work done in the morning. And you will see like, dog, just wake up an hour earlier, right? You don't got to wake up at 4:30 a.m. like how my alarm goes off. But if you start to wake up a lot earlier than the rest of the people around you, you'll set yourself apart. And I always say this is that if you want to separate yourself from the rest of your competition, the people in your field, if you want to better yourself, it's 4 things. Wake up early, exercise, read, and pray. If you just do those 4 things in the morning, you're gonna separate yourself from everybody else. Cause one, everybody sleep. It seems like nobody really prays as much anymore. And a lot of people don't exercise. And that's just the way of the world. But when you wake up early, you'll start to set yourself apart from everybody else. But not just waking up early, getting on your phone, or waking up early and just BSing. You got to wake up early and be productive. What can you do in the morning that you would probably wait until the afternoon to do? Now, I'm not saying go out there, hop on emails and start working, but do something that is going to help you to create more productivity in your life. Waking up early, man, it's a passion, but it really is an art. And then also, you don't have to be a morning person. You don't have to be somebody that glorifies waking up early and really like throws it in other people's face. You need to be somebody who is productive, someone who sets the routine. And I think that's the biggest part about waking up early. Setting a routine and ensuring that you have $1 million routine, right? So my $1 million routine, wake up, get in the shower, head straight to the gym. I'm at the gym either between 5:30 or 6, stay there an hour, get back home, make sure that my kids are ready for school. So I drop them off for school and then I can get right into work at about 8 or 9 o'clock when most people are just waking up or most people are on the highway or most people are just BSing. I'm up working and I'm doing the things I need to do. So it's paramount. It is really paramount. So if you look at your day and you're like, man, I just don't have enough time in the day. Well, it's probably because you sleep in 8, 9, 10 hours. And I know what scientists say. I know what all the research says. You need to at least have 8 hours of sleep and it's beneficial and it's crucial. And yeah, definitely get your sleep. But there's times when you don't have to sleep 8 hours, when you know you have work to do. There's times when you know you have to get something done and you'll get it. Like I look at my wife or I look at, I'm gonna say my wife, like she's not a morning person at all. But when it comes time to go on vacation or something important, people get up early, right? She'll get up, get ready, get ready to hop on a plane. But why can't we do that every single day? Why can't we do the things that we know we need to do in order to set ourselves apart? And the big thing is just waking up early, dog. It really is. And why do the mornings matter? Again, being productive, being the person that can outsource every single body else. If you can wake up an hour earlier than everybody else, imagine how much you can get done over a course of a year. So instead of waking up at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, once you push it to 5 or 6. And then in between that 5 or 6, you'll start to see you have more day at the end that you can either go to sleep early or you can get some other things done. So it's important, especially if you're a parent, this is the time where you can really sit down, dive into the things that you need to do in order to be productive for the day. So start waking up early. Now, I want to talk about the 4 main benefits that I see from me waking up early. One is just mental clarity, right? Being able to go to sleep, wake up. So last night, I think I went to sleep about 12 and I woke up about 6, right? So, about 4:30. Actually, I'm lying. I went to sleep at about 10 and I woke up about 4:30. So that's somewhere around maybe 4 or 5 hours. But I still had a mental clarity. I still wake up refreshed. I still wake up knowing exactly what I need to do. So make sure that you wake up early for mental clarity, but also discipline. Like there's this guy on YouTube or either Instagram. I think his name is like Taki Method or whatever. Big African dude, swole diesel, right? And he always talks about discipline right here. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. Y'all probably like, man, what the hell he talking about? But he always talk about discipline is the key to life. So imagine waking up an hour earlier, hour and a half earlier than you normally would, and you stick to a plan. You stick to a plan where it's focused around your goal, it's focused around what you want to be able to achieve in this world. And having a clarity of what you need to do, but then also the addition of discipline. Discipline to your morning routine of working out, reading, praying, and doing those things that's gonna put you ahead of the rest of the crowd. So for me, what I've noticed is that when I've stayed disciplined and when I've, had the mental clarity, it gives me momentum. It gives me momentum for the year. As I said earlier, as you start to stack those early days, week after week, month after month, year after year, you'll gain so much more momentum over the people that are around you, and they'll start to look like, bro, what are you doing? How were you able to live that life that you've done? Hey, bro, I woke up an hour earlier. Start waking up early, man, it'll change your life. But over and over, like, use these different things to help you to gain ground on your life, but also if you are, again, in competition. But as I said, nobody's in competition. It's all about how much you can be more creative, because there's a wealth of information. There's a wealth of wealth out here that everybody can have a piece of it. But then, as I said again, edge over others, edge over others, edge over others. If you want to be better, if you want to be the best speaker in your industry, if you want to be the best salesman in your industry, you need to wake up early and get an edge over your competition. Now, I want you to do yourself a favor. I want you to go on YouTube and I want you to watch some motivational videos of Kobe. If you don't know who Kobe is, then you under a rock and you probably wouldn't even be watching this channel. But Kobe, legendary basketball player, if you don't know, he always talks about how he's able to wake up earlier than the rest of his competition, get to work, and then over time, that stretches out to be an edge over his competitors. Now, someone who's highly competitive in his sport, if he knows that he's making millions of dollars and he can sleep in and do whatever he wants to do, that's okay. But the man that knows that having discipline and wake up earlier than everybody else is going to set him apart to become legendary. So how legendary do you want to become? Think about your life. Do you want to be normal? Do you want to be average? Or do you want to be someone that sets yourself apart? Wake up earlier than the rest of your competition. Work. Build the momentum. Be disciplined and have the mental clarity that will set yourself apart. And it all stems by waking up just an hour earlier. So what are the components of waking up early? So the big thing that I tell people is find what works for you. Find what works for you. Not what works for me, what works for you. As I said, my alarm goes off at 4:30. I roll out of bed, do what I need to do. But I think the sweet spot for a lot of people all around the world, no matter where you are, is that if you wake up between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., you will start to see that that is really the sweet spot. That's where, you have the energy, you have the rest, but then now you have the ability to set yourself apart by being able to do things an hour or two earlier, okay? So also drinking water, drinking coffee, or drinking tea, doing those things that really get you going. What is it that you can put into your body that, one, hydrates you, but also wakes you up? So either a hot shower or drinking some water, right? And drinking some tea or drinking some coffee. Right now, I don't have any coffee in front of me, but that's typically, my routine. Wake up, brush my teeth, get in the shower, and drink some coffee. Now, as I said, I also go to work out, and that's a big factor for me. But before I go work out, I think the big thing that I like to do is that I'll sit in my car for a few minutes and look over my affirmations, look over the things that I want to accomplish either in that day or within the next couple of months or even a couple years. And again, like this is a quiet time for me. This is a time where I can sit back and I can look and I can meditate and I can focus on what I want to be able to accomplish in the next couple of weeks. And it's big. So for y'all that have kids, for y'all that just feel like this too loud, it's too busy around me, I can't really focus, this is the time where you want to be able to wake up early, that way you can meditate. Wake up early, that way you can visualize. Wake up early, that way you can start your day off right. Okay, so exercise. But the next thing is also planning out your day. The best thing to do is to plan it in the night, right? Right before you go to bed, take out a notepad or take out your iPad in my instance and write out your day. What do you want to accomplish in the next day? What didn't you accomplish this day that you can do in the next day? So if there are some things that you absolutely cannot finish in that day, you want to start by focusing on the next day. How do you focus on the next day? Plan for the next day. You know, my coaches always said is that, you know, piss poor performance promotes pain. Piss poor performance promotes pain. So you need to ensure that you are performing correctly. How do you do it? You need to plan. You need to plan. How do you plan? Sit down, write out the ideas, the thoughts, and the things that you have to accomplish in the next day. And as I said, always ensure that you're reading. Like always learn, always read, always do the things that you can. Again, as day goes on, you're working, you don't really have a lot of time. This is the time where you can learn, all right? So a lot of high achievers, as I said, always wake up early. And you don't have to be old to wake up early. Like there are young people who wake up early and go work out and they set themselves apart from the rest of the competition. Like I remember playing football, right? And we used to have these 6 a.m. workouts. And I used to be like, why in the hell are we here at 6 a.m.? Like, bro, I can't lift no weights that early, or I don't have the necessary energy or the strength. But I noticed as time goes on and we build that discipline, the mental clarity comes and the momentum comes of how better you can be. Now, our football team was trash, but ultimately it taught me a strong, lesson that waking up early, doing the hard things in the morning is how you can be productive over the long term. And now look at me, full circle. I wake up earlier than that and go lift heavier weights than I was as a young child. So this is the good thing, right? You want to ensure that you wake up early to encourage yourself, but more importantly, not encourage yourself, but motivate yourself and set that discipline to becoming great, okay? So I told you all the different things and all the reasons why it is important to wake up early, but I think it's more important for you to find what you can get out of waking up early, right? What are the things that you can do to benefit yourself by waking up early? What are the things that you can do in the morning to wake up early? What are the different systems, projects, or items that you can do by waking up early? Set yourself apart by waking up earlier, dog. I'm telling you, like, you're going to benefit from it. If you think that going to sleep late is cool, bruh, wait until you can wake up in the morning and see the sunrise. It just starts to change your life. You start to see a different impact of how you can actually be successful. So waking up early is the big thing, right? So don't start tomorrow. I want you to start today, right? You're probably watching this. You're probably like, bro, how am I wake up early? How am I wake up early today? I already woke up. What I mean is start planning. Start planning your bedtime earlier. Start getting off social media earlier, cut some of those movies off earlier. If you with your family, tell them like, yo, I'm going to bed. All right, y'all up, y'all bush, go to bed. And right now is winter arc anyway. What you doing up late? There ain't no reason for you to be up late other than you playing video games or BSing, unless you working, right? And I get it, like sometimes you're gonna be up late, you're gonna be working and you probably won't have the time to really plan for waking up early the next day. But if you start to plan now, you will become a lot better, okay? So what I want you to do is to commit, right? Commit. Write down in the comments right now, what time are you going to start waking up early? And what are the different benefits that you expect to gain from waking up early? What are the things that you want to achieve by waking up early? When you start to wake up earlier, I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. And if you watch this full video into the end, I appreciate you. But more importantly, I think that, you know, me and you, person that's watching this, we can connect. And I wanna be able to connect with you in order to, one, help you to get 1% better every single day. And waking up earlier is gonna help you to become 1% better. But more importantly, I want you to join the other people that are just like you watching this video to the end, commenting, and those people who really want to be better by waking up, all right? So if y'all really like this video and y'all wanna make like a wake up club one day a week where we hop on Zoom or we do some things like that, that is something that we can do. But all of that is going to be inside the community, okay? Join the community right now. The links are below. I appreciate y'all watching this video. And again, wake your ass up early, dog. You ain't doing nothing. Get your ass out of the bed, get your ass into some workout uniforms, and go to the gym, read something to become 1% better. All right, Terrence Feagin, I appreciate y'all, I love y'all. Get ready to watch the next video. I'm gonna keep dropping these as often as I possibly can, and I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe.